Welcome. My name is Arne, and today I am demonstrating the loyalty points system which supports loyalty cards. Now, how do loyalty points work? For every purchase made by a customer, points are added to their loyalty account. The points awarded are based on the selling price of the order, which excludes taxes, shipping and handling, and tips. Loyalty points are added on orders created on the POS, club, cart, or manager. A credit reverses the points on a loyalty account, and loyalty points can be redeemed either on the POS, the cart, or in manager. Wanted to explain the various procedures you could use for implementing loyalty points. One is to make a batch of generic cards and then scan a card on the POS and hand that card to a customer, thereby associating the card with the customer. Secondly, you can create personalized cards by customer and distribute these either by mail or at the POS, and they have the customer name embossed on them. Now, obviously, you can use a combination of the two and even different card designs for distinct clubs. Another way to do this is to have no loyalty card at all. Just assign loyalty card numbers to the customer accounts and you're done. When you look up a customer using their name, obviously their loyalty account will follow through with it, and it will display on the POS the number of points they have to redeem. Another way to do it is to use an existing card like a driver's license. Driver's licenses have a barcode on the back, and if you scan that, that would tie that license number to the customer record. Now, how does the process of printing the cards work? First, you generate the card numbers on a range in the customer data list or the loyalty card data list. And then you export that card list and email it to the printer. And we have a partnership with a printing company that specializes in loyalty cards. Optionally, you may print the barcodes directly out of Active Club and peel and stick. Now, in the database, where will I find the loyalty point system? Well, you'll find an interface in the customer area, a loyalty gift card interface, and the transaction interface. And that's what I'm going to show you now. Okay, let's do some generic cards first. We'll make a batch of generic cards. We'll scan one on the POS and we'll hand it to the customer. So in Active Club, I have two windows open. The bottom window is the loyalty and gift card data list, and the top one is the customer data list. The customer data list has been set to the view name loyalty points, and the loyalty and gift card data list has the search is loyalty card and the view is loyalty card. And as you can see, we only have issued 2 loyalty cards. And it shows here the points that have been earned, redeemed, and the balance on that account. So let's open one of these up. And here you can see it has a type, it has a status, and it can be active and inactive. And then it has a card number which consists of 2 parts. The first 5 digits is determined by the system, and the last 5 is determined by you. And then we have the customer that this card has been attached to. And here I must say you can attach 1 loyalty card to more than 1 customer. And then on the activity tab, it shows you the activity on the card. In this case, they're all earnings. Let's go down to the next one, and you'll see there's a manual entry. There are earnings and redemptions. And you can even open one of these individual activities and you can view detail about it. So let me show you the actions on loyalty. We have adding manual points, clearing manual points, generating loyalty cards, and exporting loyalty cards. And of course the same thing exists on the actions menu. So let's generate some loyalty cards. We'll generate 10. You could generate any number here. Now we have 10 new pending cards. And I want to attach one of these cards to Bruno Mars. So let's hop into the POS. And then we'll go to the Customer tab. I'm going to type in here Bruno, search, pick Bruno, and here is Bruno's information. There's his club that he belongs to. And what I want to do is I want to give him this card. So I'm going to scan the card. And it finds that card. I'm going to set it to be active and hit save. Now let's go back to Active Club, and we will refresh this window and this window, and you can see we now have Bruno Mars attached to the card ending in 103. Now, the other thing we want to do is we might want to print these cards. And the procedure for that is to export them and mail them to the printer, or we can generate barcodes and do a peel and stick. So let's show both of these. So I'm going to take this batch, select them, and then I go Export Loyalty Cards, and it will then give me a file name to choose from. Hit save. Yep, I'm going to overwrite, and now I have a file on my hard drive that I can email to the card printer. The other thing we can do is to print them out as barcodes and do so-called peel and stick. So to do that, let's pick the view, which is the Avery view for the loyalty cards. and we shall go to print preview. Let's make that a little bigger. So there are my barcodes. Okay, let's do one more. Let's take this one here, and we're going to give that one to Greta Garbo. Let's put some manual points on it. We'll put 500 points, so it has some points on it. Set the view back to card. And then let's go to the POS. So I'm going to hit clear. Look for Greta Garbo. There she is. I'm going to go to the membership tab and give her a card. Activate it. Save it. And if I look at my data lists, we have Greta Garbo assigned, Greta Garbo assigned. She's got her 500 points. Let me bring back the POS. And I'm going to clear. So I have no data on the screen. And then I'm going to, we have Greta came into the store, and I'm going to zap her card. And you can see it brings her record right up to the screen. Okay, next let's do some personalized cards. Let's go back into Manager. And in Manager, to do this, you do that from the customer window. So let's just pick 4 customers, and we're going to create cards for these. So I go to Actions, Loyalty Cards, Generate and Assign Card Numbers. And you can see now they have been attached to those customer records, and also in the loyalty points window you can see these active cards were created. Now the actions available for loyalty cards here is you can add manual points, clear manual points, export the numbers, just plain numbers, or numbers with names. And that we just did was to generate the cards. There's one other way to do it. You can double click on a single customer record, go to his accounting tab, and here you're presented with a list of all the cards in the system, and you can also use somebody else's card, so you can have more than one customer attached to one loyalty points account. I'm going to pick the one ending in 106, which is pending, and I'll save it, and you can see that Frank Mellis now has a card ending in 106. And if I go over here, you can see he has an active card 106. Now let's go to the POS. And I'm just going to scan. There we go. And there you have him, Frank Mellis. Now the other thing we can do is we can use a driver's license. Let me show you how that would work. So I'm going to clear, and we'll look for a customer. And go to his membership tab. He has no card. I'm going to scan my driver's license, turn it into active, and save. Now let's go back into Manager and see what happened. There is my driver's license number. I'm Paul Angers, and I can do the same here. There is Angers now using his driver's license number. Now let's take a look at the database interface for customer and loyalty cards. Go back into Manager, and the top window is the customer interface to the loyalty cards, and you can see I'm in a view called Loyalty Points. There is another view called Loyalty Point Activity, and this displays the activity for each one of these cards and customers. At the bottom window we have a view for the loyalty cards and loyalty card activity here as well. And here you can see is Greta Garbo's account. Up here is Greta Garbo's account. All we have currently is a $500 sign-on. So let's hop over to the POS and let's bring up let's do a purchase for Greta. But first of all, let me clear this out. And I'm going to scan some of these cards. You can see there was Sherry Hamilton's card, Brad's card, and then the one we're looking for is Greta. You can push the New Order button and it will take you straight to creating an order for Greta. Also, in the New Order screen, if it is a blank, you can scan her card here and it will bring up her account onto the order. So let's buy something. And then we'll check out. We'll pay by check. Let's go back into Manager and see what happened. First, let's do a refresh of the customer window, and you can see she earned 576 points. Let's do the same down here, and you can see the same number. She's earned 576 points, and it shows you the transaction that is associated with and the total transaction amount. In this case, 61.77. Now I can look at the activity in this view. I can double click on it, see the activity here. I can look at detail of that activity. Also in the customer window, I can double click on the customer record. On the accounting tab, we have a view card, and that shows you the activity as well. So there's various routes into looking at the data. So let's go back to the iPad and place another order. This time I won't scan her card. I'm just going to type in her name and do a search on it. And you can see there's the card, the loyalty card associated with her account. I'm going to go to New Order, and we'll buy some products. Check out. Pay. Go back into Manager, have a look at the activity, and there you can see she earned 880 points. In this view, we have the 880 points as well. And the total order was 94.38. Now let's take a look at the transaction interface. Back to Manager. And here is the transaction window showing the 2 sales that we did on the POS to Greta Garbo. Let's open one up. And that is what we sold. And on the Customer tab, at the bottom you'll see information about the loyalty points card for that particular customer. So let's go back to the POS. And this time we're going to do an order for Greta, but we're going to do some redemption. So there's her account. Here's her membership information. Let's go to New Order. Buy a couple of products. Check out. And you can see there is a entry there, a button that shows the number of points that she has. And if I push on that button, it'll allow me to do redemption of some points that she has. So I'm going to grab 600 points. Just $6 worth. So I get $6 off my sale here. Let's check out. Let's go back to Manager. And we'll see that sale. Let's open it up. And here you can see on the order is her loyalty point that she redeemed. $6 worth. It also shows up on the Customer tab at the bottom You can see it says minus 600 redeemed. Now let's look at the two lists here. Let's put Greta at the top and refresh this one. Sorry, refresh this one. You can see there is the redemption of 600 points, and here too is the redemption of 600 points. If I look at the detail, there you can see she redeemed 600 points, but on that sale she earned another 516. Here you can see the detail of that order. Let's do that again. So there's Greta Garbo. Buy some products. Check out. You'll now it shows 1872 points that can be redeemed. We will redeem some. Let's get 800 points this time. It gave us $8 off the sale. We'll check out. Let's go back to Manager. Here is the order. There's the loyalty points. Now there is an additional view been added here called Loyalty Card, which will display the actual card number that was used on the transaction. Again, on the Customer tab, now she's redeemed 1,400 points in total. To refresh this, you'll see there we have the redemption of the 800 points. This window, we have the redemption of the 800 points. Looking at the detail in the window, here you can see all the activity on Greta's account. Now let's go back to the POS. I'm going to clear her account out, and let's just type in her name this time rather than doing the scanner. And if I go to the membership, there are her points displaying on the POS. So next, let's do a transaction in Manager that uses loyalty points. So new record, and it'll be for Greta. And we're going to get a Malbec, and we're going to get a Meritage, and now we can add loyalty points. Type L. Here come the loyalty points, and when you add these, it brings up a little window that says how many points do you want to redeem. We have 1,500 available, 1,568. Let's go with 900, redeem. So you'll see now we have $9 off the sale. Check out. And let's do a payment. Save it. And now we have an order that was created that also used loyalty points. So let's have a look at our lists. The customer list shows this redemption of the 900, and here too shows the redemption of the 900. Look at the detail. There you can see the 900, and yet having redeemed 900 on that order, Greta still earned 558. Let's take a look at the search interface. Back into Manager, and in Transaction, our search now consists of, you can search on various aspects of the loyalty points, status, card number, point ranges, and dates. Then in Customer, we also have loyalty point search. Same as it was in Transaction. And of course, under loyalty points themselves, you can do searches as well. Next, I want to show you how to set up loyalty points in your database. To Manager, the first is Inventory. There is a search in your database called Marketing. Select that and you'll find two items. One is the gift card, the other the loyalty points. These have been set up that their type is marketing. So to enable these, we will turn marketing to non-inventory. Loyalty points should be non-inventory item because they're negative numbers and they don't have any stock, obviously. So you change that and save it. Then in Merchant, on the Infrastructure tab, you have the switches to turn loyalty points on. Then in Rule, we have the loyalty point conversion rates. So it's dollar to points and points to dollar. And here you can change what those numbers are. So points to dollar is currently set to 100, and dollars to point is set to 10. So you can make your conversion rate anything you like. And then finally, in POS configuration, you can turn this feature on and off based upon which POS location we're talking about. And that is done here at the bottom where you have the loyalty points are either on or off. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.